Yeah, are we ready?
With standing room only.
What's your name? Cerrito. That's me.
On a Sunday afternoon.
There's just so many people. Yeah.
At the Oregon Historical Society.
It's a good show up.
Cerrito Carroll.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. I'm okay. I'll be okay.
Steadies herself, summoning her courage.
I just feel like a little
to share the buried truth.
It's a bit of a touchy book.
Audience members settle in for what they expect will be a memoir of Oregon's colorful and controversial past. What they'll hear instead is the account of a former child.
I knew I couldn't stay silent forever.
Who lived at the secretive commune Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh created in Central Oregon. KGW images from 40 years ago may be grainy, but the fascination with Bhagwan is crystal clear.
For most of us, our introduction to the Rajneeshis was with our introduction to Bhagwan. And Bhagwan was an eccentric guru who'd moved to Oregon. The interesting thing about him was that he drove Rolls Royces, one at a time, but he drove a lot of them.
The saga of Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh and his scarlet-clad followers captivated worldwide attention in the early 1980s.
Osho's vision for a new man.
In her memoir, In the Shadow of Enlightenment,
The Unspoken Things That Happened in the Shadows,
Cerrito unveils the missing chapter.
I wasn't making it up.
Cerrito and her mom had spent 3 years at Bhagwan's ashram in India. When troubles with the Indian government prompted the commune headquarters to relocate to Oregon in 1981, Cerrito, at age 12, arrived alone at the Big Muddy Ranch, an unwitting pilgrim sent ahead of her mother.
I was wearing an orange dress, and so I arrived in Madras on the Greyhound bus to be picked up, and it's like cowboy land. There's a few people there just starting to go there to create our new commune. Yeah.
After 4 decades, she's finally stepping out of the shadow, revealing the sexual exploitation and abandonment
Each time I tried to speak,
that she says defined childhood at Rajneeshpuram.
some of it was truly bat crazy. And I think it's taken me 40 years to find the courage to say, this is who I am. The truth is what drives me, it's what keeps me alive.
You are truth, you are love, you are bliss, you are freedom.
I have not been here for 40 years.
Behind the truth the guru claimed to offer his followers,
It's sort of strange. It's like, where are the people?
with promises of love
Wow.
and spiritual freedom, lurked darker realities.
Yeah. So I first arrived, we literally drove down this road. I was dropped off in front of that small house. It was such an imprint in my life.
As
Just
part
this
of her
little
healing
area,
journey, Cerrito walks the grounds of what was once Rajneeshpuram for the first time since its collapse in 1985.
It's really beautiful here. It feels like a retreat.
Located in the high desert, 18 miles from the nearest small town of Antelope, the ranch has changed hands. It's now a youth camp, not in any way affiliated with the Rajneeshis.
Interesting to be here without all the people, because it was always so lively with all these people in red walking through this ranch. It's very peaceful, which is not what I would have said it was back then.
Back then, Bhagwan regarded meditation and free love as paths to spiritual enlightenment.
Worldwide, the press was calling Bhagwan a sex guru because he preached total sexual freedom. He was a sex and violence guru if you'd seen a documentary called Ashram.
Take the culture into context that, love and sex are sort of the same thing, and they're open, and, there's nothing, the culture sort of didn't have any rules about age of consent. I see howdy doody.
Only a handful of buildings from Cerrito's days on the ranch remain.
So, you see that big house? There's a little tiny white house. That's howdy doody.
Where she lived when she first arrived.
It was me and another boy and then 13 men in there.
Soon, alone and lonely, what would become her lifelong trauma began its haunting course.
This adult man took interest in me and just treated me really kindly, and I was there lonely, looking to connect. And so that evolved to the point that within a month or something, he had taken my virginity.
Where was Cerrito's mother? She was deliberately distanced, living somewhere on the sprawling 100-square-mile ranch. Cerrito never saw her.
So one of Rajneesh's teachings was that the children belonged to the commune, not to the parents. And so some children were pretty much abandoned by their parents.
Cerrito was part of the inner circle and worked long hours in the office, along with Bhagwan's personal secretary, Sheila. Sheila's reverence for the guru echoes through time.
He encourages growth in every fashion, every manner.
Sheila ran the commune with a group of her deputies known as the Moms.
They knew what was happening.
But no mom was watching out for Cerrito.
But they didn't say it wasn't right. They just told us to be discreet.
When you're 12?
Yeah, when I'm 12.
Cerrito says the abuse went on for years and with a number of men.
By the time I had left the commune, I think I had been with 15 men. And that's a low number. That's a low number. Some of my peers have said that before the age of 16, they had been with 150 adult men.
Oh my God.
So 150 rapes.
The ugly reality.
And it was all normalized.
Breathtaking.
Yeah.
She had been the victim of sexual exploitation, only revealed later through years of therapy.
It's taken me a long time it took a long time for me to recognize it as abuse. And it just feels, it's a sense of you're corroded by someone's energy or, just the sexual act, you're invaded. And how do you cleanse yourself after that? How do you find your purity that he took? So being back here, it reminds me of the time I spent in Antelope where I was...
As Cerrito works to transcend her trauma, the nearby town of Antelope, where Cerrito spent many hours as a commune child,
I just remember, I think I took a loop often around the whole town.
is also reclaiming its identity.
The turn to the left here is how you get to the ranch.
Only recently replacing its welcome signs, the Rajneeshis removed when they took over the town.
Antelope people don't want us here.
A scar so deep it's taken generations to heal.
There is no Antelope today. Antelope was an isolated Central Oregon ranching community. Just 40 people. Rajneeshis moved in and bought houses and property in the only store.
It was the Antelope Cafe when we first arrived.
Cerrito worked at the only store.
This was the only cafe. It was called.
They changed the name to Zorba the Buddha Cafe.
Now this building looks deserted. Wow.
Commune leaders expected the teens to work 12 to 16-hour days.
I learned how to, cook a lot of things like
Work
eggs
was seen as their education.
There's a school building.
Cerrito's only formal education, 2 months at the Antelope School, now the town's community center and city hall.
Now I really wish that I had gone to school, and I also wish, I've learned that I enjoy learning.
Down what was a dusty main street,
One of the first buildings the Rajneeshis bought.
another place where memories still cut like glass.
It was where we ran the book distribution operation. It looks almost exactly the same.
Now has a new life as the Antelope
Hello.
Museum.
Hi.
Sarita.
Run by
pleasure
John
to meet
Silvertooth,
So nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
People need very much to hear the story.
the only remaining Antelope resident
Right.
from the days of Rajneeshpuram.
This is how
Yeah.
Sheila looked when we first bought the ranch.
Yeah.
The museum's shelves and walls are a time machine to the past,
Wow.
but conspicuously bypass a crucial chapter.
Right. I wonder if I'm in there. I was a model for the hair salon. So just to see all this stuff gathered. At the time, of course, we didn't think we were notorious, right? And it's become so infamous is just kind of gobsmacking. Well, I almost feel shame that I was involved in it.
No, you were a child and you were misled. At the time, even, people could see, that these children were mistreated. Oh, I think it's great that she's telling this story.
Standing near the reservoir the Rajneeshis built, Cerrito returns to the landscape of her trauma.
Yeah, all the heartache. Trying to throw away all the heartache.
Where Bhagwan's promised paradise became her purgatory. one she's now ready to let go.
Yeah. And I feel like it's my turn to have a good life. Yeah. There's been so much suffering.
Completing what justice demands, to be witnessed and believed.
Yeah.